everyone. Welcome back to our next episode. As you can see, we're joined today by Thomas Kelly from our Sydney office virtually, so he's well and truly social distanced. So we thought we'd just mix it up a little bit because, the four of us get a bit boring at times. Speaking of boring,
Cross to me, right?
Shame. No, I just figured we should, it's been a few weeks of doing this, so things are changing out there, and for all of us personally as well as work-wise, I'm sure there's things we can start to do. So anyone got a story or two that they want to share about what they've been doing the last couple of weeks that maybe they haven't been able to do for the last few months, and go.
Yeah, I'll start, I guess.
Oh, that's quick. It's like we planned it.
Almost. I had a chance to get up and see my mum on the weekend, which was ace. So no, I think when we started this, I spoke a little bit about people's inability to FaceTime and Zoom and this kind of thing. So
yeah.
I got to see her whole face, which was just nice for a change.
Nice.
So I took the kids up to the country for the weekend and let them chase chickens around and all that kind of stuff. So that you very quickly forget how that social interaction with family especially is important to you. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
Now we might get locked down again. So it's good to
It's
get
amazing
there.
the things you take for granted, isn't it? Like, just used to not even think twice about it, but
Absolutely.
now you've got to plan it out. And
That's it.
yeah.
So true.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I think in one of our videos I alluded to getting back to doing some studio work. So so I started doing some of that and started up a YouTube channel, which has been pretty cool. I've only put one video up there, but it was good fun.
It's great.
And great to have some time to actually do those things now.
And I believe the microphone you were using in the video was something you built.
Yeah, it's a clone of a U47. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
Sounds quite good. The link is there. Oh, actually, it's probably not, but it's there. Anyway, go check it out if you've got a few minutes to spare.
Yep.
Cool. Well, look, once again, we've received some good communication back from everyone about the last couple, and that's been welcome. Please, feel free to let us know what you think, even if it's bad news. We can cop it. We're all big people, especially TK.
humans.
His head's even bigger than Shane's, so it's
That's definitely saying something.
one of the things. It's only because you're on like a 75-inch screen, mate.
No, it's not.
So I guess one of the things that came up was some questions about delivery schedules and continuity of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to make you answer that one. So
Well, you don't know?
I don't even know the question, so I just figured that's your department.
Oh, it's come up a few times, especially over the last 3 or 4 weeks, as things have picked back up again for us. Just trying to get back on track with incoming shipments. I said in the previous video we were fortunate. We were in a good stock position. Those stocks very quickly started to dwindle throughout the lockdown period we were in nationally, particularly for brands that we hadn't seen such a spike before. So things like Cali Audio and ISO Acoustics, which are still relatively, one's quite new and one's always just been a bit of a turnover product for us, but everybody gets locked indoors and decides to start their home studio again, like Brad, and all of a sudden all these studio monitors start flying out the door. So in the case
See what
of
you started?
I'm sorry.
So we've moved to placing orders far more regularly than we were prior to COVID.
Okay.
All of our major suppliers are shipping again now, which is really good to see. There was a few weeks there in the middle where everything stopped.
Yep.
We've got shipments on the water as we speak from everybody. We've got a number of air freight shipments on the way, and we're moving that to a weekly basis at the moment. So things are turning over far more quickly. We're placing a lot of smaller orders to try and keep the stock coming through, make sure we can keep that supply up. So
That's great.
And it means that for things that we would probably not have seen for some time, we've got new products from brands that we haven't yet seen. Clark Technica has the DM8500. DB Tech's got some new LVX mini install speakers in a 5-inch. So it's all happening quite quickly now. It's good to see that stock coming back through the doors. So
absolutely, yeah. Oh, well, that'll keep the warehouse boys busy and
keep everybody happy.
Everyone in internal sales and whatnot. And I guess that's a good segue into talking a bit again about where we're at in terms of the back of house side of NAS. We touched on it a little bit on the last one, but Shane, you're probably the best one to answer this just because you're here. So
that's about all I can say for myself at the moment, Dave.
At least you are. So yeah, I guess let's talk a little bit about what's going on back of house and some of the stuff that is happening internally.
Sure. So I guess we're still at good, work capacity in terms of 70%. So status quo from last time we spoke. Everybody's, I think, pleased to be able to, see their colleagues on a, socially distancing, respectful kind of a basis, and back at the office. So a little bit of activity again there, which is great. From a position of what support, we're continuing to explore what we can do to support our customers and clients and friends. And so we've extended our offer out for design support, something that we've always done with the projects team side of the business, I guess, but certainly wanted to make a bit more of a, refreshed kind of announcement about the design assistance and support side of things that we do. So if anybody needs any design support or assistance for any projects that we can help on, by all means reach out to us. The other side, I guess, is also the customised marketing sort of what we can do for people, for customers, for your business. We can certainly have our marketing department, as small as it is, but still very effective, in-house. And we are looking to do some customised marketing solutions for, once again, our clients and customers out there, whether it be electronic or print or anything like that. We've developed over the years an array of different solutions, from floor mats to stickers to all the usual kind of pens and lanyards, and and of course then there's the electronic side of things that we do as well. So we've got a fairly vast array of different mediums at our disposal that we can call on, and would love to offer some marketing support for people out there as well.
That's a good resource, and obviously helps the customers and also helps us. It's a mutually beneficial thing. So yeah, that's great. Keeps everybody gainfully employed here too, which is a positive, I'm sure.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, and I guess the reason why Thomas is with us today is just to provide you guys with a little update on our New South Wales team and what they've been up to. So I'll throw it over to you, Thomas, and I'll keep socially distant.
Thanks, mate. Well, in New South Wales, I guess things are steadily hotting up. So we've now got staff manning the office 5 days a week. So feel free to call in. There's someone here to answer your call and help you out, and that has steadily increased. We have been doing a reasonable amount of work, particularly in the education market. So things are hotting up in that area. And we're also looking at future projects as well. So the sales team has definitely been quite busy, particularly in the last 2 weeks, looking at projects that are landing now just before the end of financial year, and also what's happening on the other side of that, looking forward. I also do a lot of project work and engineering, pre-sales engineering. So I've been looking and working with a number of consultants on future projects, both in education and also in infrastructure. So that's been quite challenging, and also, I guess, in a lot of ways rewarding to see what is, or excited about what is actually happening in the marketplace and our future prospects.
And what about you personally, mate? What have you been up to during the lockdown?
During the lockdown, I've been hanging out with my family a lot. My wife wants me to get on a plane again. She's over it. Is that now going live? Anyway, no, like last weekend, I went and spent time with family. So I went and saw my nephew and my great niece, and my nephew and his wife, and my great niece and nephew, and I had spent the day with them, and that was awesome to actually see them and celebrated a little 4th birthday and all those sorts of things. And that was great to see my mother-in-law as well. Yes, it was great to see my mother-in-law.
I was waiting for it. She's
So,
watching too, mate. You're in trouble.
It's now documented on YouTube forever. So no, that was really good, and I've been spending a bit of time with my parents. So yeah, that's been good too. To spend time with them, although it has to be quite socially distanced. So getting them used to things like Facebook Messenger or Zoom or anything like that has been a challenge because they are technically challenged. But that's been good as well to try using the skills that I use here and have done in the past with tech support and doing that. So yeah.
I spoke to Shane before, mate. The budget's been approved to turn the lights back on in the office. So
Hey, easy.
just one room at a time. You've got to cycle them if you can.
The candle
a
budget
cave?
was getting out of control.
But no heater yet, mate. You can't have the heater yet.
No.
Yeah, don't get too far ahead.
One piece of coal.
You know, we like to keep a nightclub vibe in here, you know. Like big subwoofers behind me, we like to keep them moving.
Well done in that case.
No, that's great.
It's good to see another face outside of the four of us. I guess we'll be trying to do that a bit more often in the next few, bringing in people from around the country and even internationally potentially.
Yep.
So we'll probably leave it at that for this week. Try and keep it short. Once again, lots of comments. We talk too much. I get it. We listen. We don't necessarily act, but we listen in regard to that. So thanks for tuning in, and please feel free to get in touch with us for anything, even if it's just a chat. So give us a call, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Cheers. Take care.